Hi there, everyone. This is Sean, and welcome to Questioning Money, a newsletter taking a closer look at how money works and how it affects the world around us. Today, I'm going to talk about personal privacy. It can be daunting to consider just how much of our personal data is being revealed with every action that we do. Every location we go, good we buy, or website we view reveals information about us that was once considered personal and private. The consensus opinion seems to be that it's too late to fix this, that there are no meaningful ways we can protect ourselves and our data. But that's not true. So today I'm going to go through a few steps detailing a few basic actions that anyone can take to considerably improve their information and data privacy. The first thing that anyone should do is turn off the location setting from your phone. Don't allow any apps to use your location. You might not realize it, but if you go to your location settings right now, you might see that there are more than 20 or 30 different apps that are all tracking where you go at every moment. You should know that whichever company is tracking you, whatever app, is using that location information to build a map of everywhere that you go. Once they have that data profile built, they'll either use that information themselves or sell it to other third parties like advertisers, most likely both. This seems basic, yet many people allow multiple dozen or more apps to track their location 24/7. If you absolutely need the location on for something specific, turn the setting back off as soon as you're finished, and be strict with your location permissions. The second thing I would recommend is to use cache as often as possible. People completely overlook how much data can be gleaned from your payment history. Just like with location data, it is easy for a company to build a map of a person's entire life through their transaction history. The exact time, date, and location of every purchase that you make with a card is stored in a file with your name on it and sold to advertisers. Yes, if you use your debit card at a pet store, you're going to get ads for pet goods. It's likely that all three of your bank, MasterCard or Visa, and the store that you shop at are utilizing your payment information. Your transactions should be private. Financial surveillance is a very common tool used by authoritarian governments. Citizens of Hong Kong who used the subway app on their phones to go to protests were later identified and arrested. A society without cash is a surveillance society, and it can be used to really control a population. You can follow this to whatever degree you like, though the more you use cash, the better. I like to have most of my fixed expenses, like bills, paid on a credit card, and Venmo can occasionally be the most convenient tool for paying a friend, fine, but I would caution against using those things regularly. If you're going out by yourself, you should really use cash as much as you can. The third thing I want to say here is that you should use a VPN for web browsing. A VPN is essentially a company and a service that filters all of your web traffic through the VPN's IP address. This makes it so that your internet service provider can't track your entire digital life. A VPN allows you to browse the web without every search and web page being logged and recorded. You can technically find some VPNs for free, but a good one that you can use across multiple devices will only cost as little as like $3 a month. There is nevertheless some reliance on trust when using a VPN, as your internet traffic is still being filtered through a company, but it remains a significant upgrade above going without one. VPN providers are privacy-focused companies. Many keep no logs of consumer data and use open-source software. Remember, internet service providers such as Verizon and AT&T are some of the largest data companies in the world. Your information is their profit. With VPNs, privacy is their business. Moving your web browsing away from the peering eyes of companies like Verizon reduces a sizable amount of your personal data leakage. And this stuff is really important. You might think it's too late or that you have nothing to hide, but you have a right to your own personal privacy. History has shown time and time again that knowledge of your location and purchases and browsing can and will be abused against you at some point. Even if the data is not being used maliciously by the purveyor collecting the data, they rarely do it in a secure enough way. This is how you see all of these hacks of companies going on, where millions and millions of people's important consumer data is being leaked out onto the web. The 3 actions that I talked about today, turning off the location on your phone, using cache whenever you can, and using a VPN for web browsing, are really easy to implement, yet they substantially reduce the amount of information being collected about you on a daily basis. Even if you don't pursue personal privacy any further, you should take solace in the fact that by simply incorporating these 3 measures into your life, you are protecting your information more than 95% of Americans. You're protecting yourself. And that is all for this issue of Questioning Money. Thank you for listening. If you like the newsletter, please subscribe to get it by email on a weekly basis. You can follow me on Twitter @SeanCofer, and I'll be back next week. Thank you.